Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to Thursday, January 21st, and the world is still going round and round. So where are we at? Yesterday was a great day in the marketplace, still upward movement. We'll see if we can follow through with that again today as we get ready to talk about a pile of earnings that are coming in. We got some more banks, some insurance companies. So we just have a lot of stuff coming in, and we'll have first-time unemployment claims coming in. We'll talk about that and more when we get started with Scotty here in just a moment.
I love you. There's Donna Lewis. It's 8:42. We're taking a ride to Statler Financial Services in Sebring, where Phillip's on the line. Hey, good morning, Phillip.
Hey, good morning, Scotty. I'm just thinking you only have one more day getting up early, and then you get a little go back to the old schedule, right?
I know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the morning show so much if it started, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That would be good for me, Phillip.
That'd be the afternoon show, Scotty.
Oh, okay. I get so confused. So you've got some big news today, Phillip.
Hey, we do have some news out there. We had some. This is the time where we start to get some macro numbers, and the first number we want to talk about this morning is first-time unemployment claims, and they came in basically as expected, depending upon who you look at. So the people I rely on most for economic numbers, they came in and said we should have 900,000 initial claims this last week, and that's where we came in, 900,000 initial new claims. Some analysts or economists thought it should be a little higher than that, but as far as I'm concerned, it came in line with what was expected, and so that's a good thing. We haven't gained a lot. And the other thing that we look at, and I know Dave's real big about looking at too, Scotty, is continuing claims. And our continuing claims fell 127,000 down to 5.18 million of continuing claims. So a little bit of good news on that front. So on the employment front, it seems like we're at least holding our own or getting a little bit better. So that's good for the overall economy. The other area of reports that we had come in today was dealing with real estate and housing. And so the housing market reported. And so housing starts, they were expected to come in at 1,562,000, and they came in at 1,067,000. So a pretty good beat there. That's 5.6% up from the month before. And then permits did the same thing. They were up. Expected to be 1.61, and they came in at 1.71. So up 4.5% from the month before. So it seems like real estate, at least right now, for this blip on the map, is heading in the right direction, heading up. Some I think some good news there for the economy. Our first GDP number will come out here, I think next week, and that will give us an indication of what 2020's overall GDP came out at, and that's how much growth or how much not growth did we have in 2020. So some big things coming up there, Scotty.
Okay. So what do you think, Phillip? With all that happened in 2020, are you concerned about the GDP numbers? And if they're not great, is that a concern, or we're just headed in the right direction in general, so everything should be getting better, you think?
So it's going to be good to see if we have some potential increase. So if we saw good news heading out of the fourth quarter did well. I suspect that in 2020, if we have positive growth at all, that will be a good sign. There's a possibility that with the really bad quarter we had, we could have some negative growth overall. But in any case, I think that if it's positive, that will be a good sign heading into this first quarter of 2021. And then we'll have to progress from there. We did have some earnings come in. This is really the first big week of earnings season, really and truly. And let's look at the banks first, because we had some more banks come in and report, the likes of Truist Financial, which that may not ring a bell for many of you, but remember that is the merged entity of SunTrust and Trust Company of Georgia. When they merged together, they became the Truist Financial Bank. Key Bank came in, as well as Discovery. So Truist reported almost a 20 cents better than expected. Revenue beat expectations too. They're making some loans, which is what keeps banks in business, right?
Sure.
They're up this morning about 0.6%. Then we have Key Bank. They beat on both revenue and earnings. Also, they're trading up a little better. They're at 1.1% this morning. And then we look at Discover Bank. They're last look, they were trading down. I haven't looked in the last 5 minutes or so, but they beat also by 17 cents a share. Revenue came in above expectations too. So I'm not sure what the deal was. Oh, I see. They increased their loan loss, which is not necessarily a good thing, Scotty, when we look at there. And so they're trading down this morning about 0.9%.
Okay.
So that's the
All right.
banking world.
Okay.
And we had a couple other companies come in that I think people will find interesting. Travelers Insurance Agency, or Travelers Insurance Company, came in. They beat by, oh man, well over $1.70 a share, better than expected. 491 compared to 318. So really good. Revenue though came in as expected. They benefited because they had lower catastrophic claims this last year, and they were able to raise their premiums by about 8.4%. So they're trading up 2.1%. And Scotty, at this point, they'll actually open at a new 52-week high if they can hold this up for the rest of the morning.
Okay.
The next one I have is Baker Hughes. They're an oil services company. They help oil companies out in the field keep their rigs in order and that kind of stuff. They did lose 7 cents a share. They were expected to actually make 17 cents a share. So that's a 24 cent swing there. Not good for them. Revenue though came in as expected. So they had a little issue there, and it's not really discouraging anybody because they're actually trading up 1.8% this morning.
Okay.
All
right.
What about the airlines? You like the
Yeah.
airlines?
What's the airline to it? Oh, yeah. The airlines. How are they coming, Phillip?
We're getting the first report. Actually, no, it's the second report because Delta reported earlier this week. We have United Airlines reported, and they lost $7 a share, and that was 40 cents more than expected. And revenue came in below forecasted also, as they continue to feel the impact of COVID-19. So they were able to cut, or they're trying to cut, another $2 billion in cost. And that's going to be tough for them to do, but they're working on it. They're trading down today almost 2% this morning, Scotty.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Tough on the airlines. I mean, you
It
reach a
is.
point, not much more you can cut, right, Phillip?
Yeah, it is. It is. So yesterday, Scotty, as we kind of recap what happened yesterday, like I said, we were up, pretty much across the board yesterday. We had the Dow up 0.8%, closed at 31,188. The S&P 500 was up almost 1.4%. It closed at $3,851. And the NASDAQ just blew it out of the water, up almost 2%, Scotty, to $13,457. And so the question, Scotty, is, can we continue today? That's the big question.
All right. Yeah.
And I will say that we have given up. We're still green, don't get me wrong, but we have given up some headway here this morning. The Dow is only up $19 right now. It had been up as high as 95. So it's retreated after all these economic numbers have come out. Same thing with the S&P 500. It's up $2. I've seen it up as high as $8 this morning. So it's sliding down too. And then the NASDAQ is up $31, which is about 1/4%, but it was up in the 50s and 60s earlier this morning. So not as good as what we started out this morning with. And so the question will be, as we get closer and closer to the open, can we hang on to a green open? And more importantly, can we be green by the end of the day?
Yeah,
So
well, we'll hope for the best
hope
there.
for the best
Sure.
there.
Sure.
On the commodity side, we've got silver trading up slightly, about 1/10%. Gold is actually down 0.2%, and as well as crude oil. Crude oil is down 0.7% to $52.91 a barrel. Scotty, as we get ready to open the day here in just a little bit.
All right. So what are we looking forward to today there, Phillip? And I guess we'll wrap things up. Make sure you remind the folks how to get in touch with you.
Absolutely, Scotty. You know, the one thing that people can control within their portfolio is how much risk they have. And they don't really realize it. It can sneak up on them. So that's why I developed the Financial X-ray. They can give us a call at 863-382-0037 to schedule their no obligation financial X-ray review. Go to our website, statlerfinancial.com. There's a link to my calendar there, and there's a repeat of all our radio shows up there. So take a look at those, and then join us this weekend for the Statler Financial Radio Show, 6 a.m. and noon on Saturday, 10 a.m. Sunday morning on Highlands News Talk 730.
All right. Well done as always, Phillip. Hey, you and me, we're going to celebrate Friday tomorrow together. What do you say?
That's right, man. It'll be a close of the week. It's been a historic week, and hopefully we'll end on a positive note.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. Thank you, Phillip. Have a great day, my friend.
All right, man. You too.
All righty. We'll see you.
Wedding.
Hey, folks, again, I want to thank you for joining us. I know sometimes it can be difficult just listening to Phillip talk all the time, but hey, Dave will be back Monday. We have one more day just tomorrow. We'll be with you again. Looking forward to it. I hope that you'll take the time to join us then. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye now.